Hey everyone, welcome back to MoveSmart AUS. And if you are a senior, a retiree, or someone helping a parent or grandparent manage their finances, then this video is one you really cannot afford to skip, because there is an important pension update affecting Australian seniors and retirees that could change how much money lands in your account, what benefits you qualify for, and what steps you need to take to make sure you are not missing out. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let us go through this together step by step. Because by the end of this video, you will know exactly what is changing and exactly what you need to do about it. Welcome back to the channel. My name is your host here at MoveSmart AUS, and this channel is dedicated to keeping everyday Australians informed about pensions, government payments, Centrelink rules, and the cost of living changes that affect our daily lives. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell, because these updates roll out throughout the year and missing one could mean missing out on money or support you are entitled to. Now let us dive straight into the details of this important pension update. For years, the age pension has been the financial backbone for millions of older Australians. And as living costs continue to rise, the government regularly reviews and adjusts payment rates, eligibility thresholds, and supplementary benefits to keep pace with inflation and changing economic conditions. This latest update is particularly significant because it touches several areas at once, including payment rates, asset and income test thresholds, health card eligibility, and access to additional concessions that many seniors are not even aware exist. Let us start with the payment rate changes. As part of the regular indexation process, pension payments are reviewed to reflect movements in the cost of living and wages, and this update reflects the latest adjustments based on recent economic data. While exact figures should always be confirmed through official channels closer to the implementation date, what we do know is that pensioners can generally expect some level of increase in their fortnightly payments, and even modest increases matter enormously when you are living on a fixed income and every dollar needs to stretch across rent, groceries, medication, and utility bills. Next, let us talk about eligibility, because this is where a lot of confusion tends to happen. To qualify for the age pension, you generally need to be 67 years of age or older, meet Australian residency requirements, and pass both an income test and an assets test. These thresholds are not fixed forever, they get reviewed and adjusted periodically. And this update includes revised threshold figures that could affect who qualifies for a full pension, a part pension, or no pension at all. This means if you were previously told you did not qualify because your assets or income were slightly over the limit, it is worth checking again, because the goalposts may have shifted in your favor. Similarly, if you are already on a part pension, these threshold changes could potentially increase your payment amount even if your personal financial situation has not changed at all. Now, here is something that often gets overlooked. This update is not just about the base pension amount. It also affects related concessions and supplements. The pension supplement and energy supplement, for example, are typically adjusted alongside the base rate, and these additional payments help cover everyday costs like utility bills and medical expenses. On top of that, many seniors are also eligible for the Commonwealth Seniors Health Card, which provides access to cheaper prescription medications, bulk billed doctor visits in many cases, and discounts on a range of services. If your income has recently changed, whether due to reduced superannuation, withdrawals, the sale of an asset, or any other financial shift, it is worth checking whether you now qualify for this card if you did not before. Let us also talk about rent assistance, because this is a benefit that is significantly underutilized. If you are a pensioner who rents privately rather than owning your home outright, you may be entitled to additional fortnightly payments to help cover the cost of rent. A lot of seniors simply do not realize this exists, or they assume they already receive the maximum amount they are entitled to, when in fact eligibility and payment amounts can change with each indexation update. So if you are renting and receiving the pension, please take a few minutes to check your current rent assistance entitlement, because there is a good chance it has changed. Another area worth mentioning is the carer payment and carer allowance, for those of you who are caring for a spouse, family member, or loved one with additional needs. These payments are designed to support people who dedicate significant time to caregiving responsibilities, and like other payments, they are subject to periodic review and adjustment. If you are currently providing care for someone and are not receiving any government support for it, This update is a good prompt to look into what you might be eligible for. Now, let me address something I always emphasize on this channel. Do not assume Centrelink will automatically apply every single update perfectly to your account without errors. System glitches happen, paperwork gets missed, and sometimes people simply fall through the cracks because their personal details were not updated in time. So my strong recommendation is this. Once this update officially takes effect, log into your MyGov account, review your Centrelink payment summary carefully, and compare it against the new published rates and thresholds. If something does not look right, do not hesitate to contact Centrelink directly, request a review, or visit a service center in person to get clarity. This is your entitlement, and you deserve to receive every single dollar you qualify for. I also want to speak directly to the younger viewers watching this video. If you have parents, grandparents, or older relatives who struggle with technology or find navigating government websites confusing and overwhelming, please take some time to sit down with them and help walk through their Centrelink and MyGov accounts together. You would be surprised how many seniors miss out on benefits simply because the online systems feel intimidating or because they do not even know certain concessions and supplements exist. A small effort from family members can genuinely make a meaningful financial difference in an older relative's life. It is also worth mentioning that state-based concessions often run alongside these federal pension updates, things like reduced public transport fares, discounted utility bills, and council rate reductions for pensioners, and these vary depending on which state or territory you live in. So while this update is focused primarily on federal pension changes, it is a great opportunity to also check what state-level concessions you might be entitled to, since many of these are also linked to your pension status. As always, I want to remind everyone watching that while I aim to provide the most accurate and timely breakdown possible, government payment policies, thresholds, and exact figures can be subject to change right up until official confirmation, so please always verify the final details through the official Services Australia website or directly through your MyGov account once everything is formally finalized, just to make sure the information applies correctly to your specific circumstances. So that brings us to the end of today's video covering this important pension update for seniors and retirees across Australia. If you found this information valuable, please take a moment to like this video. It genuinely helps more people discover this channel and get access to information that could improve their financial situation. And if you have not already, subscribe to Move Smart AUS because we bring you these updates regularly and you do not want to miss the next important change that could affect your payments. Let me know in the comments below. Have you recently checked your pension eligibility or entitlements? And is there a specific topic related to pensions or government payments you would like us to cover next? I read through the comments regularly and I love hearing from this community. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I will see you in the next video.